What's up, everybody? Welcome to another MTG 420 deck tech. Here we are today unveiling our brand new format. I want everybody to jump in and make a deck for this and challenge us on the streets. I'll have the deck on me, I swear. All right, so come at me. We got a new format. It's going to be called Half Commander. And the idea is that it's like Commander, where you have your commander that sits in the exile, sits in the commander zone, but it's going to be uncommon. It's going to be legendary, no planeswalkers. The reason it's called Half Commander is because all the rares and mythics are banned. So you got half the cards to choose from, you got half the rarity, and the deck size is 60. So it's pretty much half the size of a regular Commander deck. It's not Brawl, it's not Standard, and we don't got planeswalkers as commanders. Alright, so get that straight. And Soul Ring is the current card that's on the ban list. Make sure you don't have Soul Ring in your deck, and make sure you concede next time, because I cheated last time and I flipping just played it out. I don't care. But from now on, I'll play by the rules, I guess. So I got Skull Clamp. Oh, so I got my commander. Valduk, Keeper of the Flame. 2 red, this legendary creature is a human shaman. And at the beginning of combat on your turn, for each aura and equipment attached on Valduk, Keeper of the Flame, create a 3/1 red elemental creature token with trample and haste. Exile those tokens at the beginning of the next end step. So basically what you want is to equip as many equipments to Valduk as possible, put as many enchantments on Valduk as possible, and as you might have guessed, as a 60 card format, it's a very quick, aggressive format. A lot of the decks I've seen in this format are red so far. There's only one deck in it that I've seen that's not red. It's a mono green Infect deck. So we're going fast. So we got to keep our guard up, go fast. I got this 3/2 that can block if I need to. And otherwise, all my other creatures are only coming in for combat, attacking, and then disappearing. So it's a very quick deck. I really only want cards with equip 1. Because when Valduk dies, I want to bring him back and equip as much as I can to him that same turn, if not the next turn. All right, so equip 1 is key. Something that costs 1 and equip 1, perfect. Something that costs 0, equip 1, better. Something that costs 1, equip 0, probably even better than that. So I've gotten as many equip 1 cards in here as possible. So let's look through real quick and see how I did. All right, so equip 1, Skull Clamp. You know, you make your creature a little bit more weaker, but when it dies, you draw 2 cards. All right, you got lands. You always need lands in your decks. It's mono red, easy. Here's a nice little blocker I have. I just have this in here for flavor. I like artifacts that are indestructible. So I just put it out there. You know, I'm doing my thing. It might slow down the deck a little bit, but it's done its job. All right, equip for 2. Not the best. Could do better, but it has Mountain Walk. It's a very red heavy format. You know, here, equip, sacrifice an artifact. You bring Valduk out, sacrifice one of the equipments with 2 or something like that. Boom, you're swinging in for lethal. Enchant for 1. Attacks each combat if able. When it dies, return it to the other side. It's just a 3/4, but it's equip 1. That's important. You know, a creature has 1/0 in haste. Equip 1, 2, still good. Lands. We know we're bringing in some dwarves. Why not? Short Sword, 1/1, perfect. Raven Wings, 2/2, but it gets 1/0 and it's flying and it's a bird. This is gonna be on the. If I find another 1/1, and I'm gonna cut this card. Gonna be honest. All right, here's a good one. I really like this card. It's a good for the deck tech. It's good for the tech of the deck. Tooth and Claw. It's 3 in red. It's an enchantment. Sacrifice 2 creatures. Put a 3/1 red beast creature token named Carnivore into the battlefield. I've played this. Had all my creatures come in, all swing. Then all the ones that survive, you can sacrifice to this and create 3/1s that just stick around as blockers. They can even attack if you want them to, but I'm mostly making blockers with this. That's good for the deck tech. A Braid. Always need a Braid. Deals damage, destroys artifacts. If you're not destroying artifacts, what are you doing? Here's a nice little flavor card. This is one of the exceptions to the rule. Creature has +2/+2 and has Infect. And when it becomes unattached, sacrifice that permanent. Equip 2, so it's got that low equip cost. But it gives your creature Infect. Here's your alternate win con. And if you get Valduk all beefed up with like haste and +2s and unblockable, you're going to win in 1 turn with this. Alright, so deck's coming out hard and fast, making a look at that beautiful mountain. Wow, here's a great one. 2, equip 1, perfect. And this one I believe makes treasure tokens. Yes, awesome. Call time card. 0, equip 2, so you kind of, instead of 1/1, it's 0/2, so it's kind of like pushing it, but you get it out there for 0, so that's nice. 2/2, when attacks, puts a 1/1 counter on it. That's kind of like the benefit of it being a 2/2. It's Kind of slows you down though. You'd rather have 1-1, you know, but that 1-1 counter on it makes Valduk stronger. You kind of play the long game there. Hopefully Valduk doesn't die. Here's a great 1-1. Puts cards from your library onto the field. That's great. Ramps, 1-1. Really all you want is stuff that equips for 1. I kind of don't even care what the card does. As long as it equips for 1, that's even better. Here's a good one. 1-1. +1/+0. When creature dies, you gain 3 life. No. Yeah. But when it's put into the graveyard. So actually it doesn't trigger when Valduk is put into the command zone. So I'm pretty sure that's how that works. So, but it's still 1-1. Great card. 2-1. Quick creature gets +1. 1-2. Quick creature is flying. Valduk gets flying. That's nice. Lose combat as a player. Draw a card and discard a card. So you could draw a discard. Not bad. Flying is good. 2-1. When it attacks, deals 1 damage to defending player. Pretty good. But the 1 equip is what I want the most. Here's a nice equip for 2. It can't be blocked set by 2 or more creatures, so it kind of gives it menace. So 2 equipment, and sorry, enchantment. Good. This is a nice deck tech for like counter strategy. You're going to destroy X target artifacts by force, X red. You know, you always need to be able to destroy artifacts, so it's kind of good to have this there because people are ramping with their mana stones. People have their own equipment decks. There's other Valduk decks out there, so you got to have by force ready to take care of that. Put this over here. So, Mask. 2/2. Creates a 1 creature, so it's kind of attacking along. Creature has sacrifices creature, deals 1 damage to any target. Maybe you need to just go over for that extra 1, so you're sacrificing your enchanting creatures. You know, might cut it, but it's kind of doing its job right now. Here's a nice enchantment aura. It costs 2, but whenever enchanted creature attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it. Then if it has 3 or more counters on it, sacrifice it. When it sacrifices, it deals 3 damage to target creature or player, so it's kind of removal. Buffs up. Valduk, you know, Valduk's probably not even going to live 3 turns because people are going to destroy him so fast. He's a heavy target, so I don't really care about this enchantment disappearing after a bit because Valduk's probably going to die before that. But it's a nice little cheap enchantment. You know, the more 1 mana red enchantments I have, the better. So that's why I'm going to be replaced with a 1 mana red enchantment when I find another one. Nice little land. You know, does something different. Why not? Hot Soup coming through. And equip 3, but it can't be blocked. That's the payoff there. You can't be blocked. Hot Soup is a staple in any format. Get as many Hot Soups as you can. They're going to go up in price. I guarantee it. Nice mountain. Nice mountain. Nice mountain. Consuming Fever. Here you go. Fervor. Red. Enchantment. Enchanted creature gets +3/+3, and it has at the beginning of your upkeep, put a -1/-1 counter on this creature. Again, Valduk dies really quickly. It's more important to have the enchantment on him than to have him losing life all the time. You know, he's not going to be around for a long time. When he dies, bring him back, equip all your 1-cost equipment back to him, go again, creating all your guys. Okay? Nice mountain. Prophetic Ravings. Enchant creature has haste, and discard a card, draw a card. Why not turn Valduk into a discard, draw a card, but mostly it's a 1 mana enchantment, solid. Metamorphic Expanse, then your deck. Nice mountain. Nice mountain. Dragon Rage Channeler. Nice to have a nice blocker once in a while. It doesn't really fit the theme of the deck, but a 1 mana blocker, and you're gonna hit Delirium eventually because you have so many different kinds of enchantments and instants and sorceries in this deck, kind of artifacts, creatures. But it's probably gonna get cut as soon as I find another nice enchantment. Nice mountain. Shard Broken Glass. 1/1. Perfect. Does the job. 3/1. Cost 3. You got the equip 1. That's worth it. And the creature has Vigilance, Trample, Haste, Haunted Cloak. OP. Brass Knuckles. I'm trying this one out. It costs 4, but you get 2 artifacts. You get 2 equipments. And when a creature has double strike, as long as it has 2 more equipment attached to it, so if one of them gets destroyed, you can even spread it out because you have so many equipments in this deck. And each of them is equip 1. So you kind of pay a lot there, but I'm going to try it out. I haven't really got to use it yet. Evolving Wilds, awesome. Honed Kopesh, 1/1, does the job. Prying Blade, 1/2, makes treasures though. Cartouche of Zeal, red mana enchantment, does the job. Nice mountain. Foundry Inspector, costs a little bit more, but makes your artifacts cost 1 less, makes a lot of them free. Now you see why I have so many like 2-cost 3 drops in here, because I got this guy doing his job. You can even equip him to him if you need him to go in and just do lethal. Nice to have a few creatures in this deck, right? Shambling Suit. Shambling Suit's power is equal to the number of artifacts or enchantments you control. Again, deviates from the plan, but it kind of synergizes with all these equipments here. You know, hopefully you get something bulky and buff, and you can just attack for lethal. So Might change that out for equipment, but it's nice to have a few creatures in this deck to kind of put up your defenses, because again, Valduk is making creatures, but they're all disappearing by your opponent's turn. All right, thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. Hope you all go out there and make some awesome half commanders. Use all those cards that always never make the cut in your regular commander decks, because you got no rares, no mythics, no soul rings. You got lots of room to explore and make some nice, cool new deck ideas, and you just throw them together real quick, right? So go out there, make some decks, have some fun, everybody, and I hope you have a great day.